All right, Pete. I think this is officially a Sunday night rad show. Um, Kind of a big deal. It'll be my honor to welcome you. If this is your first time joining us for a edition of the Rad Show, you are going to take notice. It is a Sunday night coming to you live. So it is my great pleasure. My name is Mike. It is my great honor to welcome you officially to another edition of the Rad Show. And I'm here with the one and only, my good friend, my co-host and partner, Peter. How are you, sir? It is
Hey,
great to see you.
hey, man, you too. It's good to be back. I know we were both on vacation, and I know we wanted to get this show in. And vacation's great. Had the trucks with me, and it's just good to be back, man. You get vacationed out. I mean, you feel like, I ran the FMS trucks. We'll talk about that later. I had the Rebel Con. Great weather, except for that one time we went live. I mean, it was like a torrential downpour, lightning. It was like some kind of wicked storm, but. Yeah, it's good to be back in a home base. Came home to a lot of scale mail, and we'll go over that later. And yeah, man, I'm excited for the guest tonight. Excited to see you, man. Back to the grind. Monday, new time slot tonight. So, how was your vacation? Good.
Oh, man, like you said, it's good to be back. But a little R&R, a chance to reset. Uh, good times with family is needed. I can't recommend it enough. If you have the chance, spend time with your family. It means a lot. Family first, always. And we had a great time. I kind of became famous out there on the beach in Sea Isle, making these sand sculptures. The pressure got put on me more and more. I think I still owe Jeremy Kilburn. He has special requests for a zebra, and I'm like, yeah, zebra ain't happening. um, but no, we had a blast. But
I heard you're sponsored.
yes,
Sponsored.
the Monster energy drink out there. I'm going to get sued one of these days for the copyright infringement. No, it was all in good fun. Actually heard back from Monster Energy. I sent them, I tagged them on Instagram and poked, all the good fun. Why the heck wouldn't they love that kind of publicity? So yeah, like you said, Pete, a little time at the beach, it was needed, and I'm glad to be back. I'm glad we had a chance to keep connected all week long, playing with the FMS trucks. You inspired me to take the RebelCon along, and it was Jeep Week at the shore. So
Oh wow.
um, timing was perfect with, I mean, eye candy everywhere. You talk about, Jeep around every corner. Uh, so all in all, reset and ready to go. Um, I do want to I think we use this platform a lot for carryall. And it is important to make a note or maybe some sort of an update. I've been promised myself to get on social media again and really have a heart to heart with people and explain to them um, how, why, the who, the what, the when, the where. Really need to come clean and answer some questions about where the heck are the backpacks. We were full throttle, Pete, when we came to a standstill, and ran out of inventory. Uh, it's a shock and all. It's an adjustment for us to, be dealing with this supply chain issue right now. But I can simply say this: the light is at the end of the tunnel. We are getting close. I think we could be in a 2 to 3 week time window right now.
That's great.
To be restocking the V2 backpack and expecting inventory of the brand new V2 single shoulder sling bag. They will both be coming and dropping at the same time. So it'll be not a relaunch, definitely just a surge with the new product and a restock of the V2 backpack. And it's hard to keep up with all the emails, but We're going to make it our mission this week, Pete, you and I, to work on social media, update Facebook, update the fans page, and just get everybody back on board and get them ready for the hype and the restock.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, good things to come. Jeremy just chimed in and he said he wanted a zebra.
I know him and that zebra.
So yeah, I mean, good things to come. We'll thank our sponsors, and I'm excited about the guest tonight. I've been hearing this name a lot since Beat the Creek. I mean, just very excited to dive in deeper to our special guest, see what he's got going on. Great group of guys, RC enthusiasts. So the sponsors that we like to thank, give us ideas and inspiration. 2.4 Designs, RC Car Action, Carryallrc, Treal Hobbies, RC Prorack, Crazy Crawler Foam, Powerhobby, CowRc, Adventure RC. Look at that, got the shirt on. Crawler Colt RC, KNK Hradware, Scale Rat, Wesmade RC Misfits, Race Place Hobbies, FMS, and Rebel RC. Thank you to the sponsors that keep us going, man. And especially tonight, we've been on this 24 kick for I don't even know how long, how many weeks now. And as I look at my FMS here, and got a micro night tonight, and we got the battery up for grabs here tonight from Power Hobby, the micro prize right there. Hopefully we get a couple more people in. We got a contest at the end of the show for that. And yeah, excited about the guests, man. So
Yeah, definitely excited. Because like you said, Pete, it's been all about the micro. It's been 2022 has been a eye-opening year for both of us, expecting that normal slowdown. Micros always made their surge in the winter months, especially in the Northeast. As the weather got nicer, people put them away, and as it got colder, people get them back out in the winter months and play indoors with them. But that just did not happen in 2022. FMS, I think, had a lot to do with it, but Treal, when their aftermarket support and Axial has been no slouch. They've been launching their SCX 24 editions. It's just been one way after another. And then what's kind of domino affected has been the micro comp scene, which is rapidly blown. We've had many talks with Joe Mason, our good friend Joe Rope. He's been doing micro comps for a while. I mean, what these guys are doing to a micro was an eye opener. Much respect. Making micros do things that maybe I couldn't have done with the 10 scale truck. Very impressive. So this guy, our guest tonight, might be a mountain of wealth of knowledge here when it comes to the comp side, from his wheels to his chassis. But when you talk to him, just to listen to how excited he gets over a micro really just got me really excited. I'm like, dude, you've got to come on the Rad Show. We just need to have you as a guest, and people need to see your enthusiasm for a micro. So hopefully you can answer some do's and don'ts, how-tos, maybe a little DIY, maybe some tech tips. Bring on Chad, Pete. Let's let the man introduce himself and tell us a little bit about what Hardpark does, who Hardpark is, all that good stuff.
Mr.
What's up, guys?
How you doing? Good to see you.
Likewise. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure. Absolutely our pleasure. I will give a warm introduction to you, Chad. We met at Beat the Creek. And I think that might have been your first event, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been your, okay, a debut event. Man comes on the scene with a nice setup, a good variety of product, and something, new and passionate. So it was exciting to see new companies come on the scene like this, Chad. So I know you got to experience Beat the Creek, and then you went to K&K afterwards. So you've been
Mhm.
out there on the scene, you've been getting around, but it's no secret your passion's in micros. So why don't you give us a little backstory on who you are and what Hardpark is?
Well, yeah, Hardpark is, it started out, was formerly DS Fabworks, and I loved their stuff. It was great product, I thought. He went out of business, and I wanted a chassis. This little guy right here is the one that got me going, the Goblin. That was the first one for me. And one thing led to another. I wanted to start it back up, and we did. And we've been leaving our own mark on it ever since. Constantly coming up with new products, trying to tweak what we've got and make it better. And I really want to bring the ideals and principles from 1/10 scale crawling down to the 1/24 scene. That's kind of my thing. I'm all about performance myself, not so much scale. I just want to, kill some lines and have a good time.
Now, the philosophy sounds great, just simply scale it down, but can it be that simple? I mean, you have to run into complications with difference in shocks, and or is it just that simple? Scale it all down.
Not exactly, no. Like you said, trying to squeeze electronics in these little rigs is quite the challenge half the time. Getting the batteries right, the run times right, everything you want into it. So no, it hasn't been that easy. It's been a lot of innovation, test, tune, design. If I only told you how many parts I've thrown in the trash can after saying, "Oh, this is going to work great." You try it, you test it, not so much. Back to the drawing board. Here we go again. So, few things have worked really well, and been going pretty strong with it lately.
Well, definitely because you got the attention of Scale News Update, and I know Josh, he did a build the one night with it. That's exciting.
That was stoked for that. That was awesome.
Yeah, we got one comment in from Jeremy. Said he loves his Goblin on his Gladiator. It's interesting. Like, you made a good point. Like, I have a FureTech system in my Gladiator, and I think you hit it right on the head. Like, trying to squeeze that thing into the chassis, like an RTR 24 chassis, Dremel is your best friend. Like, I can't tell you how many things I had to cut just because of the motor. And, having a chassis design like yours with that open space concept, I got to get my hands on one, definitely. I just think it's a lot easier, and all the specs. And, like Mike said in the beginning of the show, usually we put our 24s away in the summer months. I can't tell you how many 24s I'm looking at now. It's just like endless. The comping piece of it, all these guys that are taking the comp knowledge down to the micro is just so impressive. And the stuff they're saying, like carbon fiber rails and, performance tuned shocks on 24s, doing gates with 24s. I would have never imagined a year ago when we started looking at 24s that they would be going through gates. So,
Yeah.
the stuff that you got going on is very impressive.
Well, thank you much.
Hey Chad, is it do you make a 10 scale chassis, or do you only make micro stuff?
I only do 24 stuff right now.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of my thing. I think the market will allow it myself. So, yeah, that's why I've stuck with that. The 1/10 scale stuff that's a big market right there. Not to say the micro isn't, but I enjoy the micros. I really do. They're a ton of fun. I have a blast with them. I don't always get the time to take my big rigs out and go have some fun. I can grab one of these little guys and just run out there to my little rock pile and have a blast for half an hour,
Is the micro scene like huge around you?
It's growing everywhere, in my opinion.
Okay, fair enough.
The more people I talk to, the more people I get in touch with, the more folks who reach out to me, for doing some small sponsorships here and there and stuff like that. The scene's exploding. And so that's why I feel pretty happy that, I started getting into it when I did and try to leave my mark on it and, make these things perform just as well, if not better, than our 10 scale rigs.
Well, Jeremy Kilburn sent me some photos earlier of the Goblin that I guess he must have recently got your chassis and he tried it. Pete, can you pull up the website for Hardpark? Because we can take a look around there, and Hardpark is more than just chassis. Their wheels have taken off.
Yeah, those have done surprisingly well. I couldn't be more excited with how good the wheels have done.
Wow.
So we
Now,
look here, this is the kit.
Yeah, what you'll find here is I sell all my chassis as a kit.
Okay.
They come with electronics, mounts, sliders, cross members, everything you need to get you started. Like any other builder's kit, some modification will be required. You know, that's part of the hobby right there. And
Yep.
we offer all of our chassis in a few different materials. You know, we have carbon fiber is my flagship. That's what I prefer. You know, the strength, the weight is, you know, you just can't beat it. We do aluminum for people who want a little more of a robust chassis. And we now have a red weave carbon fiber that is just a beautiful, beautiful chassis. If you click over to the drop down menu there, you might see it, and it might bring up a picture of one. It's a really good look. Oh, I think we're sold out of them. Oh, you know what? I haven't got the Goblin chassis ready. You got to check out the Demeanor. I'm sorry about that, guys.
That's all right.
I'm going to have the red weave carbon or the red weave Goblins will go on the website later tonight. I just got those in, a little bit of extra handwork to make those, you know, just right. So
no, I mean, Mike, I really like this kit here. You know, what I like about it, I might have to pick one up here. I mean, what I like about it is you have all the, you know, trays that you need. You know, it's pretty cool. Nice setup.
Very nice.
thank you.
I didn't realize that it also came in aluminum. I thought he was just focused on carbon fiber. So, good learning experience here for me. So, yeah, good stuff.
Well, the aluminum's nice, and then you got some wheels too.
Yes.
Yeah, the wheels we kind of build a la carte. I'm out of hardware right now until it should be in hopefully this week, and we can put some more of the bits and pieces back up. But when you go to get our wheels, you buy the barrels, the clamp ring, the hubs and hardware, and then you can go and pick your wheel faces. And what's different about my wheels is the wheel face is actually the bead lock ring itself, and you can also stack them, rotate them, mix them, match them. So of all of our different designs we have, you can just, you can pick this one and, stack it, rotate it, twist it, and really customize it and make it your own.
And that's more for the look, or are you really getting some tuning out of these then? Are they?
The stacking and all that's more for the look and the custom.
Okay.
The wheels themselves, like I said, we offer them in titanium and carbon fiber. And it's just like I said, I wanted to just be able to have to offer some customization options that you just can't get in 124 scale wheels. And the cool thing about my wheels, I think, is you can build them two different ways. They will completely tuck a portal, no problem. Or if you want to deep dish them, you can flip the hub, turn them around, and get a nice deep dish out of them too for some of those guys that want that deep dish high offset wheel.
Good for you. I love the tunability and how you're trying to solve a problem for the portal, the non-portal. This is kind of a loaded question, but do you have a tire preference then for your wheels, or are they going to work with any type of tire?
They work good with any type of tire. I will say that the Pit Bulls and the J Concepts have a smaller bead than what like the RC 4-wheel drive and the Enduro tires do. They mount up. They are a little more difficult. But I've got a set of Pit Bulls that I've been running since the day I got them, and I absolutely love them. They're a great tire.
Yeah, no, I heard they're good tires, but even like, Mike knows this, even like with Treal, we work with Treal, sometimes there's compatibility issues with tires. just because it's very hard to test every single tire in the market, right? You know, you got your favorites that people use, right? But then once in a while, somebody will pull an Amazon tire out of nowhere, or a random brand that maybe you didn't test, and they have a smaller beat. But I would say the majority works for a lot of these designs, right? I mean,
Yeah, so far, knock on wood, I haven't had any real compatibility issues. I have got a pile of tires just for making sure they're going to fit. I don't want them to, I want the bead to lock. I don't want you to get good traction and the wheel spin inside the tire. You know what I mean? So I've got a lot of set of tires here that I've tested on just to make sure that they hold good, they grip good. And so far, I haven't found any of them that are just won't work.
Okay.
Right. No, it's a nice, clean website.
I really just think the timing is perfect for Hardpark. I mean, 2022, I think, was the year of the micro, and for you to be set up so perfectly with such a variety of options, I think it's just the perfect year.
Speaking
for,
of Treal,
oh,
Treal,
yeah,
so
yeah,
you I didn't even know this. So you make rings for the Treal Type B. So these are
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, those are my go-to wheels up until I developed my own, because
wow,
they have the brass rings, the aluminum rings. So, you can open up some
yep.
different weight bias adjustments there. I'm even working on a 3D printed ultra light ring for the Treal Type Bs. I don't want, just to help give you 3 different tuning possibilities for that particular wheel.
And you're also set up for a 3D print shop here, I see. Wow.
Yes, I do all my printing in-house.
Okay.
Except for my sliders. My sliders are all printed by Punk's Custom 3D. He's also the same guy who cuts all my carbon for me. And he does absolutely great work. And I couldn't, I enjoy working with Brian. He's been wonderful. He's helped me out. Honestly, couldn't have done it without him. So just a little shout out to Punks right there. I got to.
Please do. So once you get yourself this Goblin chassis, what do you tell people about a body? Do you have a body that you recommend? Would you tell the Proline cliffhanger body was the one that I had in mind? Would that work?
The clip, yeah, it'll support any body.
Okay.
The cliffhanger body's been very popular. I love the Creep body from J Concept. It's one of my favorite bodies. I've had good success with the Power Wagon from Proline. But now I've been talking a lot with Tinkertime RC, and they're doing their own line of bodies, and I really enjoy their bodies, the way they fit. Yep. I see here again, I'm not a hard body guy. I'm a Lexan.
Okay. Okay.
So that's just, I kind of stick with the Lexan body because Tinkertime's doing some Lexans now. I'm hoping that maybe we can work together and maybe get in collaboration and do something between the two of us. I think that would be really cool.
There's that Tinker Time again.
Yep. No, that's fantastic, though. If you could actually have some influence and input on a specific Lexan body that would, go with the Goblin, Tinker Time is the one to collaborate with then to make that kind of stuff happen.
Yeah, Tinker Time and we co-sponsored the 24th comp at Beat the Creek this year. So I, got to really hang out with them, get to know them real well. And it opened up a great line of communication, a good relationship between the two of us. So I'm hoping to keep pushing that forward and, helping both of our little companies keep growing.
That's fantastic.
And Mike turned me on to them because of their bed that they have. So I ordered the, they have nice options for beds for the FCX24 for FMS. So I went on Tinker Time's website while I was on vacation, and they have some good options. I think that would be a good collaboration with you two. They have some pretty cool options. Even their website's pretty cool too.
Yeah, and he's a solid dude. It's a great company, a good mom and pop to support. Again, big shout out to Beat the Creek, because somebody like Joe Hawkey and Chris Lindgren hosting something like Beat the Creek, bringing all these vendors together and almost like it's a great way to meet new people, not just the people that were at the event and join it, a great place to meet other vendors and connect them together. Joint vendor growth is what I like to see.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're all in this together, the way I look at it. So
Got some
Now,
nice scale.
okay, scale banners, they're apparel. So yeah, you know, let's touch on this other thing here. Is these scale banners brought this to my attention. There's something sitting next to you, Chad. You have a very unique micro scale garage there. That thing is cool. So do you guys make that also?
yeah, they're designs that we've had done, and I'm very fortunate. My stepfather owns an amazing print shop, so he's
Okay.
been us out, and these are all made in Troy, Ohio. They're basically they're a dual laminated foam core, a little bit nicer than normal foam core that you pick up at Walmart, but they are easily put together and taken down. They tongue and groove together, as you can see in the back here. They pop right apart, real quick and easy. You just take it right down. They stack nice and flat, and they can be put up just as quick as they go down. So I take all of these to every show we go to, you know, set them up, let people come and take pictures in the garage, stuff like that. We sell these. We also sell them in 1/10 scale too.
Okay. Well, because Scale Rat had one, and I think Corrupt Carbon had one. A few of these vendors already had them set up, like, so they must be customizable then to get your logo put in it.
Absolutely.
So I just like how it snaps together, like a giant puzzle. Boom.
Yeah, it's just reminds me of being a kid trying to put the rectangle peg in the rectangle hole. And just
That's pretty simple, nice design. 1, 2.
Yes.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, you're done. They're waterproof.
Wow.
You know, you can soak it in water. It ain't going to hurt it a bit. The only thing, the ink's a UV curable ink. So when the moment it's done, it's done. But the only thing it doesn't like is a really harsh chemical on it. You know, if it's going to eat the paint off your body of your rig, it's going to take the ink off of this. But that's just going. But yeah, when we go to the shows, I leave them out all night long. And the dew, all the humidity, they stay fine. If they ever get a warp to them, just lay them flat, put a box on top of it for a day, they flatten right back out beautifully. And they're real tough too. I mean, like you can give it, I mean, I know you can't really trust how hard I'm squeezing, but
right.
But they're pretty robustly built for what they are. So, and they've been doing really good. And like you were saying earlier, we can absolutely customize one. We've done for Corrupt Carbon Works has one now. Dixieland has one now. I think King's RC. I've been talking to a couple other manufacturers. I don't want to say any names until I actually get it in their hands. But yeah, fully customizable. I can take any of my artwork we have, which I'm constantly working on new ones, and mix and match and move stuff around and make it however you like it.
Mike, what I like about that is, because Chad, Mike and I, we travel a lot on airplanes to events, right? Being where we're from, and something like that easily goes in a suitcase. I mean, you could easily take that the way he just showed that. I mean, it's a great option for travel.
Yeah.
I mean, if you need a quick option and you're at a booth with somebody and you want a garage, that's easy.
Yeah, and that was part of our idea too when we were designing the whole thing about making it to where you can take it down, stack it flat, take it with you real easy. If you ever had a real built scale garage, which I'm sure we all have, it takes up a massive portion of your bench. And once it's up, it's up. So I thought this would be a really nice idea. It's actually my brother brainchilded this. He's the one who usually oversees all of our displays, and he knows more of the technical stuff about it than I do.
Well, that's what is making Hardpark pretty unique here, is because your expertise obviously can go right back to design, the technical design of the micro truck. Having your brother and access to your, I guess it's in-laws or parents' print shop, um, it's phenomenal. And what I'm giving you guys credit for is a very original design. I've we've been seeing scale garages pop up for a while, and there's a lot of good art guys out there that can make a really good backdrop. But you brought a very original product to the market, so
No,
bravo.
well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And we got a lot of people chiming in real quick. Size matters. Saw your setup at Beat the Creek. Said he loved
Yeah,
it. Travis Klein, Austin Brummett, Andrew Ritchie, Jeremy Kilburn. A lot of people saying the Hard Park guys are awesome, very helpful. Yeah, you got a lot of fans in here throwing comments in. So yeah, I
Awesome.
mean it's good. It's good to hear positive things, collaboration. That's what Mike and I, we fuel off of, vendors working together and projects Mike and I work on together. We help companies grow, and so yeah, good things, man. Very good things you're working on. I like what I see.
well, again, I have a 10th scale garage, Bobby RC garage.
See mine right behind me.
Yeah, yours is set up. So we've been, and we have Real Sticky, who does another nice scale garage.
Mhm.
They make some very nice, and they all bring something to the table. But, everybody seems to be a little unique, and again, kudos for doing something very original with that stackable, connectable. It makes it very sturdy. So when you set up an event, I'd love to have a scale garage at my table. So you answer and check that box. So great
Nice.
job.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and I think I like the fact that you can customize it. Like if I wanted to do my any scalar logo, like I'm looking at the design you have in the back, with
Mhm.
kind of like a garage scene. And Mike, that would be something like the RC garage option we have. That's great for the shop, but as far as portability, like some kind of customizable thing that can go in a suitcase, that's a
Very
good
cool.
option. That's a good option.
So we're sorry that your brother couldn't be here with you. We're going to have to probably do this again one night when your brother can join us.
That would be a
Um,
whole different show if he was here with us,
I,
man. I'm here to-
but I think we could explore the scale garages into more detail if he was here.
Yeah,
Um,
he's
do,
technical.
do me a favor, pull up one of your micro cars that you had sitting there on display.
Okay.
I just want to take a walk through one of these things. I mean, my micros do not look like this. um, what what do we have here? What are we looking at?
Okay. This is my Dementor. This is my personal favorite. It's my bodyless chassis. So basically, it's like a little moon buggy, cage buggy type of look. This one here is actually one of the newer versions that I'm developing. It has, it's got all kinds of cool stuff we're getting ready to come out with. I'll go ahead and spill the beans on it a little bit here. We're on it. The new one's going to feature a flat skid on the bottom. We're getting away from the stock SCX 24 geometry and going with our own. We'll have adjustable link mounts front and back, so you can take away your anti-squat and all that carry-ons on. I just put out some electronics mounts, like the one you see in the back and in the front here, just to try to squeeze some stuff into this little rig. We're working on all kinds of new fun stuff. Let me pull up my other one here. I'll show you it because it's not built all the way.
My interest is in the shocks. What kind of shocks are you running?
Well, these are a shock that I have found to be a really smooth shock. And then basically I'm modifying them using my specific springs that I have found that have the right rates. And I cut nice little carbon fiber sleeves to go on them. I got to pay attention to the camera. That's some nice little carbon fiber preload springs. Because I have found, especially with us big tire guys, that when you start turning these things full lock, your tires will rub those little adjustment screws. And halfway through you're running your course, your shocks are at completely different values from where they were set. So with this way, you'll be able to get different sized carbon fiber preloads and spring heights when I'm finally finished with them, and really be able to tune them in and know that when you put it on the trail, when it's going to be set this way. When you're done with that, it's still going to be set the same way.
So are you letting the cat out of the bag? Shocks will be a product on Hardpark site?
Shocks are coming very soon. I'm waiting on springs. That's what I've been working on these for months and months, trying to find the right springs. These little tiny springs are very difficult to find and to source. I have finally landed on the ones that I'm real happy with. I just don't want to send you with one set of springs. I want you to have tuning options. So the way I'm going to do them is you will have basically 2 soft springs, a 15 and a 20 millimeter. That way you've got a little different tension there. And then a medium to a firm spring. Same thing, the 15, 20 millimeter on those. So that's coming real soon, along with the V2 version of the Dementor and the Goblins. We're working on the V2s of those too. Here again, ditching the stock SEX 24 geometry and introducing our own. Been working really well. Another cool little project I've been working on, I took a little something from the sporty world. These little tungsten weight hangers you see right here goes on the outside of a Samix knuckle and inside one of my wheels. So if you take one of my wheel barrels, they just fit in beautifully.
Oh, wow.
Kind of float on the inside there.
Wow.
Adds an extra 5 grams of weight per side below the center line of your axle. Because one of our mottos is brass not balance, or balance not brass. So I always try to preach getting the balance right, not just weighing the whole rig down. We've also been working on our own links.
Ooh.
1-piece grade 5 titaniums. Super high clearance in the back.
Yeah, look at
super
that
high
arch.
clearance.
Wow.
Wow.
Just trying to really do some interesting stuff. I've got my own servo mount we've been working on that has some adjustability built into that. I don't know as if you can see it on camera, but it has some different link mounts on it. Real nice low profile design. We're really trying to work hard to bring some really impressive, good working technology into the 24 scene.
I love it. Man, and you can see it just looking at it and hearing you talk about it. Obviously, your servo mount there is universal enough to fit the more popular servos out there, then I assume.
Yeah, I designed it mostly around actually it was designed around the RS 100.
Okay.
Which a couple other frames, it will fit, a couple other different servo sizes. To me, those caliber servos are what I want to run. I want something strong. It's never going to let me down. So I like to run the big bad boy servos in all my rigs. So that's kind of what I designed it around. And we pushed the servo just a little further forward, just to adjust your weight bias a little bit more forward on the rig. So yeah, that's kind of a lot of our new stuff we got going on. I got one more thing. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet, though. We're still testing on it. I'm not ready, but it's going to really going to change some things when it comes to these rigs and getting a good low center of gravity on them.
Well, it's super duper exciting to be talking this in depth about micros. I've been a big fan of micros for years. Back when Proline launched the Ambush, been rocking micros for a long time. It's just exciting to see micros catch on so much. What you're doing is way different than what I'm doing. Although the FCX 24, the articulation, this thing is so freaking capable out of the box. I still wouldn't put it up against your moon buggy looking thing there, but leaps and bounds above some of the other 24 scale trucks that I'm used to playing with. This thing, 2-speed with the drag brake. It's not brushless. I know you got some money tied up into your custom stuff there, but it's an exciting time now for a micro owner.
Yeah, mine will be for tomorrow, I believe.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Perfect.
And then first thing I'm going to do is take it apart and get some measurements. And you could only imagine what I'm going to do after that. So
That's exciting.
hopefully this winter we can, but Hardpark can invest into a different platform.
That is perfect.
I see some things, man. I like what I'm seeing, Mike.
Yeah, me
Some
too.
good stuff.
Me too. Pete, do you have any questions for Chad?
So as far as so we saw the website, you know, you kind of went over some of the chassis and stuff. So as far as the future and like, you know, sponsoring events and, you know, your presence at events, you know, I think, you know, we're going into August, right? So, you know, maybe there's only a couple more events for the year, but 2023, what are some of your goals? Are you going to have more of an on-site presence like Beat the Creek and, you know, expand the product line, you know, more into the chassis and all those fun little gadgets that, you know, you alluded to? Is that kind of the future direction of Hardpark?
Yes, it is. Definitely going to keep designing, keep pumping out some awesome products. I think when the second version of all of our chassis hit, it's going to really add a lot of tunability. I can't get to enough of these events. I've never had so much fun in my life. Beat the Creek and KNK was amazing. My job doesn't let me get away from, you know, get out to too many of these events, but I am going to try hard to get to quite a few this coming year. Hopefully do the fun run, or the what is it? What's the fall Beat the Creek?
Rocktoberfest.
Rocktoberfest. Yeah, Rocktober. I'm definitely going to go to that. Love that place. That was just I had so much fun there. You know, took my son to KNK with me. He had an absolute blast. You know, so he's dying to go back and do it all over again too. So I definitely want to get him more involved. That's what it's all about for me. You know,
All RC for a living, right?
Yeah, one of these days. But
now,
but no,
follow-up question is: so right now you're at a good pace, right? You got your website. In the future, do you see yourself getting your chassis like in an A main, or do you feel like you want to still keep it as a more controlled environment as your own business per se? Because, you know, you see a lot of companies, you know, Mike and I work, you know, Treal and all these companies, they get on Amazon and they, you know, do you see mass distribution down the line, or do you feel like you want to keep it as a homegrown hard part?
I've already started selling out to a few retailers. Key City Hobbies, Super Shafty, they stock Hardpark stuff, and there's probably 5 or 6 different hobby shops around the country that have sell the product now. Yeah, I just want to get something into everybody's hands, and the best way to really do it's at your local hobby shop. You know, online retail is great. I love it, but nothing beats picking it up off the shelf, feeling it, looking at it, you know, buying it from your local hobby shop, you know, and that's right. I'd like to keep doing that. I don't want them. I don't know as if I'll ever be big enough to hit a main or something like that, but fingers crossed, maybe, you never know. But yeah, I just kind of playing it by ear, day by day, seeing how it goes, see what opportunities are presented to me, and go from there. You know,
you seem to be going at a smart pace, with a good business mind. You've got business in your family, it runs in your blood. So, and working together with your brother, it's fantastic. But I think you nailed it. You focus on these local hobby shops, that cash and carry. It works, you know, like you said, they come in, they pick it up, I want it, and there they go home and start wrenching right away. So you got a big future, and I'm excited to hear you guys have such a arsenal lined up and future planning. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Great. Very excited to have you on, you know, and definitely we'll keep in touch and, you know, maybe we'll bring you back, like Mike said. And this was a great eye opener. I know we have a lot of comments. You'll be able to see the show tomorrow, read all the comments. A lot of people saying what's up, you know, great products. And no, it was great to have you on the show, Chad. Very nice meeting you.
And what's important to point out here, again, a lot of these chassis guys, they all work together. They're all supporting each other. Hardpark has that same G-Speed mentality of, you know, get out there, use it all, you know, try and have some fun. It's here if you want it. And it's just really just letting people know Hardpark is an option that's out there. Get out and try them all. We're not just telling you to buy only Hardpark at all. That is not the mission of our show tonight. This is an option. Yeah, buy them all. This is an option. Hardpark is out there if you want it. And what's exciting is we all have more than one truck. We'll leave it at that. We're not going to disclose numbers. We all have more than one, so why not have a little variety?
Absolutely.
I think Hardpark should be in everyone's fleet, period.
Thank you.
No, we'll definitely be ringing that website.
Absolutely.
All right,
Chad, I want to thank you so much for joining us, man. It was a pleasure, and we'll have you and your brother back again, sure.
Looking forward to it, man. It'll be great. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to get out here and talk about Hardpark, man.
Our pleasure.
All right, great. Thank you, Chad. Appreciate it. You be well, man.
Likewise.
All right.
Well, Peter, I told you.
Yes.
The man's good. The man is good.
That was a great overview. Very excited. Definitely got some great stuff on that website. Definitely be taking a look. And before we forget, we got to do this giveaway.
Yeah, we will. But I wanted to nail one thing though, Pete. The Treal wheels. They have that beadlock options.
Oh, that was I didn't even, when I was going through the website, I didn't see it on the left. And then when I clicked on the link, I was like, wow, that's some really cool ring options there. You know, it's just definitely looking at the trucks that I have. I mean, throw those rings on. Might have to experiment with that. I'll be reaching out to Chip.
Absolutely.
Definitely great overview. I like the direction the business is going. The garage is awesome for travel. I mean, quick setup, awesome to have at a table. Just great products, man. Just really cool. That was a good guess. Good company to keep an eye on.
All right, Pete, you're dying to give this thing away. Can we do it?
Yeah. So I'm looking at so everybody that's in the live chat, we're gonna do a number 1 to 15. So I'm gonna see the comments here. We're giving away a Powerhobby lipo here. Mike has it. So just put in the comments if you're still on the live a number between 1 and 15. I'm gonna share. Chad, if you want to throw a number in, just put in the comments a number between 1 and 15. We'll give it a minute or so. I'm gonna gear up the random generator here.
The only rule.
Size matters got 13. So Mike, if you can see the comments, I don't know if you have the live stream open.
I don't. The only rule is make sure you subscribe to the show.
Yes.
This is a 900. Whoops, I have the wrong one. It is a 900 milliamp 2S battery. I grabbed the wrong one. Let's see if I can pull it out here. A Powerhobby 2S 900 milliamp micro battery.
Travis, just pick another number. So size matters 13. Jeremy Kilburn 6. Travis picked 6, but we'll tell Travis to throw another number in there. We got Austin. We got Performance RC Hobbies. Our buddy William, Andrew. If you guys are still in here, throw a number in. If you want to know how to throw the number in, go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, click watch live, and then you'll see the comments and throw a number in.
Well, Pete, while they're doing that, I'm going to go on to some scale mail here.
Yeah.
The first thing that I want to bring up is
William said, I really love this shirt. William, great, it's a great graphic, great company. Check out Adventure RC, man. He must only see the episodes that I wear this shirt, because I think I only wore it twice. I got plenty of others. All right. Oh, yeah, do the scale mail. Travis is at 7 now. We'll give it a couple more minutes. So if you want to throw a number in for the Powerhobby battery, just do a number 1 to 15. Oh, look at that.
Now, big shout out to RC Garages, our good friend Bobby. banging out 10 scale garages. Like I told Hardpark, we know scale garage guys, real sticky. We got RC garages, Hardpark. They all seem to be doing something unique, specific. They all focus on what they do right, and that's what makes it, super duper cool. Have a variety of them. There is an option out there for you, and RC garages got into the patch game. Absolutely fantastic for
Yeah.
your carry-all backpack to get your RC garage right in there. So I was so pumped. I mean, I'm beyond pumped to see RC garages get into the patch game. It is a great way for a company to advertise, or a great way for someone to show support for a company that they support. Get into the patch game and slap these things on your backpack when you're out there on the trail. Is fantastic. Thank
Yeah.
you, RC Garages, wearing this proudly.
Yeah, it was nice to come. It was nice to come home to. I mean, it's definitely one of those nice material.
Yep.
Jeremy said I ordered more Adventure RC stuff. Yeah, great stuff. Andrew's at 10. Got one of those ordered, size matters. All right. So, I mean,
Yeah, for the people that don't know, Adventure RC, a collaborating vendor with Carryall since the early days, probably since the beginning. Probably second or third collaborating vendor to come on board with Carryall. It was the logo that defines us. That brand that is copyrighted. So any of you out there trying to get slick and try and infringe upon that, don't do it. It is copyrighted. Adventure RC Trucks, Eric Warren, the man behind it, doing great stuff. We have much love for Eric. He's a very passionate RC enthusiast. Good dude.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna give it another minute. You got any other? I got the scale mail.
Well, I think ironically, I'm going to throw a nod back at Powerhobby here, because when we're talking about micros, and we're coming off the 24 scale kick here, we're coming hard with FMS and what they're doing right now with the 24 scale market. Well, Powerhobby stepped up to the plate, and they just released their carbon fiber rail chassis kit also. So I think this is going to be exciting. I'm excited to dive into what Powerhobby has to offer here in the carbon fiber 24 scale chassis. I'm going to strip down a truck. I'm going to strip down one of my SCX 24s and turn it into some Frankenstein comp crawler here. But I'm definitely going to get me one of those goblins.
Yeah,
I'm kind of intrigued by the one that you didn't have to put the body on. That moon buggy looking one.
yeah, that looked pretty cool. Bodyless.
Yeah, because then that solves some problems for me. Not having to find a body, not paint it, the whole nine. Not that bodies are an issue. I think the first one that I will order from Hardpark will be the bodyless one.
Yeah, me too, I think. Jeremy just threw in a comment that Adventure RC has its own trail marker at Blue Rocks. That's
yes.
Yeah,
dude, what a freaking cool. Thank you, Jeremy, for bringing that up. And that's been something that's been in the works for a while, but we all show our love back to Blue Rocks Family Campground, probably one of the best campgrounds that I know of, one of the best campgrounds I've ever gone to. And we're so fortunate to have it so close to home. But yes, now to have the trail markers set up all year long with trails going throughout the campground with their trail marker, with that little Blue Rocks logo, a sweet little collaboration project there using the Adventure RC logo with Blue Rocks insignia. Very cool. Thank you, Jeremy.
That's cool. Hey, Richard Kroon, last chance to get your numbers in for the Power Hobby. We're gonna run. We're gonna run the drawing pretty quick.
Cool. Hopefully, Richard Kroon wins. I can save on shipping.
Richard, we're picking a number 1 to 15. Anybody else in here? Get your number in. We're gonna run the wheel about a minute. Scale mail. I got this bad boy in. We're gonna throw this in the.
Cool.
We're gonna throw this in the chimney. Thank you for the suggestion, Jeremy. Yeah, so we're gonna run it in a brushless mode. Did put the white grill on it. Wait till you see this thing. I haven't been home too long, but look at the difference with the white grill.
Wow. That looks great with the wheels.
So we're gonna do some surgery tomorrow. Switch
Love
out
it.
the electronics, Reefs 422. And then I spent all day, not even home one day. You inspired me to get painting. So
Very cool.
it's amazing what the little paint does.
Yep.
And I should have brought the CowRc sand, the blaster with me. Look at how much sand's in these tires.
Right.
I got a lot of work to do tomorrow.
I took my jet blaster with me, the CowRc jet blaster, and I was so fortunate that I remembered it this time. But to just get into those nook and crannies and just blast it all out, it's a great little gadget to have with you.
And I got a new driver for the BRX.
Oh, you did? Wow.
Stuff I buy on vacation. It was on Amazon. It was on sale for like $15. It comes with different heads and.
No kidding.
The guy from Jurassic Park.
Wow, good find, dude.
Throw him in the BRX.
Very good.
All right, let me cue up this. Let me cue up the wheel here.
Because Stone Cold said so.
All right, we got Richard Kroon, 13. Well, hold on before I spin. 13 was picked already. Richard, if you could pick another number. John is at 2. Richard Kroon, just throw another number in there. You scroll up in the comments, you'll see what numbers are picked. Just give it a second for Richard to pick another number here. So yeah, when I go on vacation, I buy a lot of RC stuff because I like to come home to Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, it definitely looks the chimney looks good with the white and the white wheels. Definitely got to change out that servo though, man. That stock FMS ain't gonna move those. Yeah, it'll work, but not the way. All right, Richard Kroon, we need one more number. 7. Let's see. Was 7 taken? Yes, 7 was taken. We need another number. You scroll up in the comments, you'll see the numbers. So far we got 13, 6, 7, 10, 2. All right, 1. I think you're locked in at 1. All right, we're good to go. So, Mike, here we go. Let's spin this wheel. Let's see who gets this Power Hobby battery. Generate. All right, number 5. We don't have a 5. So let's generate another number. Do we have a 9? No 9. 14. No 14. What about 4? Wow. All right, let's try it. Keep going. 15. Do we have a 15? No. We have a 5. Jeez. Do we have a 9? No. 14. 7. We have a 7. Travis Klein wins the battery.
Okay.
So congratulations, Travis. Hit up Mike, and he will ship out your Power Hobby battery.
Perfect.
And here's Travis saying on Facebook today, "Oh, I got to tune in," and look what happens. He tunes in.
That's perfect. Perfect. Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe, Travis. Make sure you subscribe.
That's perfect. Yeah, Travis is a big time micro guy. So
he said you got to try one of his chassis too. He said in the comments.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, this is probably the time to do this. We were talking about that earlier, Travis. We're going to line you up, bring you on one night as a guest, and give you a platform, Travis, to talk about your life and what you've been doing for the RC community out there on the West Coast, on the West Side. So we'd love to have you on one night, Travis. Absolutely. In the meantime, I will get your address, which I probably have somewhere. I'll get in
I got
touch.
it.
All right, we'll get in touch with you, Travis. We'll get this 900 milliamp Power Hobby 2S LiPo out to you. That's it. Like I seen the Power Hobby website earlier, and it's run your micros for days with a 900 milliamp.
I still haven't tested mine out. It's still in the box. I gotta, I tried to get like even the smallest micro in one of these,
Yep.
and I still can. I mean, I even tried the 24, but the rubber band where it goes sideways, it comes outside the body. I'm gonna have to do a deeper dive. I mean, I got all these Power Hobby micro batteries. I mean, one of them's got a. I mean, what was your runtime? Did you try to max out your runtime on the FMS? I mean, I got was shifting 2-speed, less than 20 minutes, maybe about, give or take. But I was breaking stuff though. Every time it flips, like this piece, when you roll it, this piece broke off, glued it.
Really? Your
Yeah,
snorkel came off?
yeah, well, it's gluing. We're E6000 for life.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I mean,
No, mine's still intact. Holy crap. No, mine. Well, mine was rolling in sand. So,
look at the sand. I mean, I hate running things in sand, but
I know.
I probably have sand.
Oh,
It's gonna be a
and,
CowRc day tomorrow.
yeah, and those Power Hobby mud bosses are sticky. They just they suck all the sand in. But they still got traction. Very happy. I mean, I know I was talking to Jeremy like throughout the weekend or throughout the week, and I made the comment that FCX 24 is kid approved, and Jeremy's been saying that from the beginning. The level of capability from a SCX 24 to an FCX 24, it's really a night and day difference. These are so much more capable, and talk about a bundle of fun. Um, I'm never going to take anything all away from SCX 24. I still have a fleet of them. They're a great time, but you give somebody that 2-speed transmission and portals, these things.
You look at look at the two. I mean,
Yep,
you go with the scale detail.
yep,
It's there on both.
yep.
I mean, you got a driver in there. You got stuff on the roof. I mean, this is bone stock. I didn't touch it yet.
Yeah, you
But
need them both. You need them both.
you need both. I mean,
You
why
need
not
them
have
both.
both? I
Gotta
mean,
have both.
we said we weren't getting no more 24s. It's been my last 4 trucks. I mean,
Right? I know. Yeah, first the Gladiator, and then right after it, the Bronco. It's been nonstop, and then if you just go up one more scale and you start throwing in all the 18 scale stuff that we've been getting, 2022 is the year of the micro. I'm
oh,
telling
we'll
you.
say that now, and we'll say that in
Yep,
December show, the year of the micro.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
Jeremy made a good comment, bro. Run it in sand, throw it away.
you.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow's going to be a CowRc day, man. Just blasting all these. But yeah, it was a good time. It was good to have the trucks on vacation. Yeah, that was great. I saw Rebel post that today on their
It
site.
well, good, because it's officially on the market. This thing came in the mail today.
You
If
got
you
yours today in the mailbox. I'll get mine.
Well, now let me rephrase that. It came sometime in the mail while we were away, so I don't know the exact day. I just know that it was officially in the mailbox.
Oh, I got some,
So,
actually.
so now we can flip through the pages. I can, expose everything that's in this magazine now. But again, if you do not currently subscribe to RC Car Action Magazine, I highly encourage you to please go get your 1-year subscription, subscribe, submit your builds to Readers Rides, and they will show up. They do get posted.
Yeah, I'll post a discount subscription in the post tomorrow or tonight with the link to Hardpark Crawlers everything we discussed will be in the description on the YouTube channel and also in the post when I post the link to the video tonight.
Perfect.
So, yeah, what a great show, man. I know we ran over
Absolutely.
a little, but it was good to get back, and I'm glad we squeezed this in
Yeah.
without skipping a weekend. And back
Yes,
to the
we
grind.
will be back on Saturday. Next week, we'll be back in regular rotation, right? Saturday night.
Yeah, and I know we got some good names coming up. I know we were talking about Jeff Johns,
Yep.
Rebel RC coming up soon, maybe next weekend, weekend after.
Yeah, we'll see.
So
He's got ledge stock coming up. It's been a busy week.
when is Ledge Stock is when? Early August?
Yeah, second week of August. So we have to check with Jeff's schedule. I need to reach out to him. He's been blowing my phone up about the logistics.
Got a lot of good events coming up, though,
Yeah.
right? You know, you got Ledge Stock, you got Pro Line by the Fire, you got Fairway Crawl, the ASD Crawl. You know, we're coming into August, Fairway Crawl also. You know, we're closing out the year, man, September through December. And, you know, I mean, our goal, well, my goal with, you know, as well as yours, more events next year. This year's been a tough year with debts in the family, work, you know, it's just both of us. I mean, a lot going on. Definitely got to get out to the events more next year. But yeah, what a great show, man. Hardpark killed it. Looking forward to our next guest and back to the grind tomorrow, man. Back to doing what we do.
Big shout out to Power Hobby again for sending the prize packs. They sent a bunch more. We have some servos. They released a new servo. It is their flagship for a budget friendly servo. So maybe next week we can give that one away. We'll come up with something. We got to come up with something unique, a way to get people to, as long as you subscribe to the show, you are eligible to win. It's that simple. But I think next week we'll put the Power Hobby budget-friendly servo up for grabs. That's it for me, Pete. You can spin them out of here. Thank you for everyone tuning in. And it was great seeing you, Pete.
Yeah, you too, man. Yeah, thank you for everybody that hung on. That was a great giveaway. We have more giveaways in future shows. Definitely, you know, tell your buddies to subscribe to the channel. Like Mike said, we have a lot more giveaways, donations of parts and stuff. Whatever we get that we think's a viable giveaway, you know, we'll definitely bring to the show. Thank you, Chad Hardpark. I see you still listening. Thank you for coming on. Great company, great products. Definitely looking forward to seeing more of your product line and your new chassis and all the stuff you got going on. Keep grinding. And if you ever want to come back with your brother, we're happy to set you up. And
love to.
Yeah, everybody, thank you for a Sunday. I know it's Sunday night, 8 o'clock. And everybody be well and look forward to next week's post. And keep building and keep sharing your adventures, man. We'll see you soon.